All right, everyone, in this video, we're going to see what happens when we add solid zinc to an aqueous solution of copper sulfate. So we can see that our copper sulfate solution is a dark blue color to begin with. There's a little undissolved solid at the bottom. And here we have some pieces of zinc metal, which we can see ranges from shiny to dull silver in color. So we're going to add a few pieces of zinc to this reaction. To this container. We'll zoom in. All right, and what we can see is that the zinc has already started to get darker. Now we will let this sit for a few minutes and then come back and look at it. So it's been a couple minutes, and as we look closer at this reaction, a bit more in depth, we can start to see that the zinc is reacting with the copper. We can see a little bit of bubbles being formed, and we can see that shiny zinc is being coated in a darker substance. Let's let this sit for a bit more, and then we'll look at it again. All right, so after some time, we can see that we're starting to get more of this dark brown solid on here. So what we're going to do is we're going to transfer some of this to a watch glass so we can get a better look at it. Now, one of the other things that we'll notice, if we look at it from the side, is that our solution of the copper sulfate is actually getting a little bit lighter. So give me 1 second to transfer everything. So here's our solution poured into a weighbow, so we can see it a little bit closer. And we can notice that we've made some reddish brown solid, and our zinc, we can wipe away the black part and see a little bit of that silver color there still. So we have a smaller amount here on a watch glass. And again, we can see that our zinc has turned blackish brown, and our solution is now a very light blue. That blackish brown precipitate is the copper metal. Now, if I add a new piece of zinc and I add some of our solution directly on top of it, we can see that it starts turning black right away, forming that copper precipitate. It starts growing on it almost like a bunch of fuzzy little hair. We can use our solution to knock some of that off, to re-expose the zinc underneath it, and we see that it starts forming more solid copper almost right away. All right, so make sure you write down your observations for this reaction.